Biafran issue, we give platform to everybody to speak and to have followership. Even people that know within themselves that they are not qualified to speak to any audience. There are people who have confessed within themselves and say they know inside them that they're not qualified to speak to any audience. But yet, Biafrans create a platform for them and they sit back and continue to claim that they have something to offer, even when they know they have nothing to offer. You and I know. The truth.
You ask yourself, what position is what is this woman is going to do? That's what even I don't understand. That even when I'm mad Nora, school. How are you gonna do this? What if not say advisor? Advisor. Advisor. Is that what you are in? Is that what you understand with this Biafra struggle? That is an organization? Are we forming an organization? On what people don't understand? I don't know. I don't think that people really understand what we are in for. They don't. Because if they do, how can somebody like that, one ignorance, one school, I don't know, these are things I don't even understand. This guy Kai report that is digging out most of these old videos out to teach us to understand the foundation of what this woman is doing. That this is not something that is she just started. No, it was a previous pain, and she just packaged it, waiting for an opportunity to blow it out, and that's what she's doing. And she end up hurting herself because she's hurting herself. She can't sleep. She can't sleep. Now Vam, they cage Vam and told him that they don't want you again on a space. That's what they told Vam. They don't want you on a space. How can this one? How would this work? Just commanding and commanders and commanders and commanders everywhere. People on your maronora, they are kena yoba okay, and if you need to go to school, if that you know that is your weak point to achieve what you want to achieve, go back to school. School ain't age. Go back to school, go brighten yourself, and then come back. That's how it's been done. You know, I'm in a position. Another position I'm studying it so that I can plan the higher level of position. I'm studying it now so that once they publish it, you know, internal publication now, I will apply and then ready myself for an interview. You gotta do that I know that I want to go another level. Then I'm carrying my level now to go to that level. Eh? What the heck are we doing? If you're a cleaner, my friend here, my best friend, one of my best friends is here now. I know her when she was doing housekeeping with a child on her back. Sometimes she will just go to somewhere, lay the child down when the child is asleep. She was doing her. She is RN, registered nurse now, going to be nurse practitioner. Right now, she's studying for nurse practitioner. If you want to go that high, go back to school. We are here for country. It's not an organization. If you want to belong to an organization where you will be an advisor, go to IPOB organization. They are the one that have an organization. We don't have an organization. We are running a government. Oh my God, my brother.
This is a very great problem that we the Biafrans are having that we must address.
For her advice, don't allow this person. Don't allow this person. Only now I give advice. A man on a level. The higher we go, the higher level will be dropped. in the IPOB now. Everybody, when you want to remain on a position that you cannot manage, the higher will go, the lot of people will be dropped. And people who are qualified with this situation, simple.
It's gonna get to the we are going, and I can accord to things. Check things. If your is not to one point, they're gonna drop you. You quietly go inside or be doing, whatever you can do to assist. On your hold draw position or hold draw ya, say now tomorrow no day.
That is the problem we are having, and we acquire this problem from Nigeria. And the earlier we begin to deal with it, the better for us. I have always said it, that this thing we are doing today, looking for a nation, is a process. And in every stage, there are a group of people that will be qualified for that very stage. There is a stage and there are division of labor. Whenever you see that we have gotten to a stage where you have nothing to offer, you step aside and others will continue. It doesn't mean that you have not done something. You will always be remembered. Your own blessing will be there for you. Your recognition will be there for you. But this issue has come right from the time of Mazen Nandekano. That was why the Department of Saboteurs fought Mazen Simon Ekpa. They were fighting Mazen Simon Ekpa, not because Mazen Simon Ekpa did anything wrong, but because Mazen Simon Ekpa came with a superior knowledge. And they felt threatened.
Yes.
They felt that when you allow Mazen Simon Ekpa, that they will become irrelevant.
Yes.
So instead of Mazen Simon Ekpa to come and bring that very agenda or that very program that is going to bring that Biafra, they prefer to remain on that level where they will be relevant. But the best thing to do is that, just like my sister said, when there is a new stage, like as we have gotten to the stage of the government now, you can improve yourself through a course. Give yourself a course, go and learn. Once you improve, you can be admitted. And I always tell people, this Biafra we are seeing today, when we get back to our homeland, there are people who are not with us today that will come and contest for position, and if they are qualified, they are going to take that position.
For sure.
People will be appointed according to their qualification. So don't go and fold your hand today. You don't want to go and improve yourself and develop yourself, and you're waiting that when the time comes, you come and tell us that you were in the struggle. Because of that, we have to choose you. It is not so.
No.
When it comes to the issue of country, you are chosen according to your qualification. It doesn't matter, even if you are the one that started this struggle from day one up to the when the country comes, before you could represent a country, there are some qualifications you must have. Before a country will listen to you, you will come and say you want to represent this country. They are going to check your qualifications. There are some things before they will listen to you as somebody who wants to represent the country. That is why this country we're looking for when it comes, there are people that are going to come on board that are not even there today. You will not say because you choose anybody and put. That is why we have to be able to tolerate people and at the same time go and improve yourself in that area you are targeting. Make sure you are the best in that area.
Exactly.
Because it is going to be according to qualification. If you are qualified, not by favoritism, not because there's no special person anywhere, regardless what you have done or whatever. We are going to recognize you for your effort, for your contribution, for this. But when it comes to working in an office of the government, there are qualifications you must have to.
No, we've been here since. Where are you since? We have been fighting for this. What the heck? What the heck?
It doesn't work that way. That is something.
To educate our people to understand this.
We should start doing this now because this thing is going to cause a very big problem. It's already causing now.
It's going to cause a problem. Like those if our boundaries are secured now, so they're not going to contest for position. Are you kidding me? Because you have been within the car since I think we get him. What the heck are you talking about? Are we running Nigeria? Hell freaking no. Instead of that, we'll go back to Nigeria then. We're not running Nigeria.
This is one of
it's your turn. We're not doing a hell of that.
This is one of the things that destroyed Nigeria. This is one of the things that destroyed it because you find out Nigeria decided to bring quota system into the system because the Fulani man does not want to go to school and improve himself. And because of this, Nigeria decided to lower the level of education. They lowered the level of education so that we will be equal with the Janjaweed. At the end of the day, they begin to give office to people who are not qualified in the name of quota system. So what people, some of us are embracing now is that system we are running away from. That system that destroyed Nigeria. We have to be very careful, very, very careful. And every one of us
very careful.
Open up our hands, very careful. People and improve yourself. If there is something you are targeting, improve yourself so that you can go to acquire that position. My brother, Holy Den, go on and talk to us. Holy Den, is that Holy Den? Holy Den, unmute yourself and speak to us. Let's hear you. Holy Ten, there's somebody there, Holy Ten, unmute yourself. I'm not sure his network is all right. Holy Ten, you are just watching me and you're not speaking. I don't think your network is okay. So let's go to our beloved sister Ijoma. My sister Ijoma, meet yourself and speak to us.
Good afternoon, Biafrans. Good afternoon, Brother Chuks.
You're welcome.
You are welcome again. Thank you for giving us mic to talk. Qualification. Nothing is wrong with our people, but something is wrong with few of us. The majority of Biafrans, you don't need to educate them on that. That's why we are the first people that are educated in Nigeria. Go and check the record. Yoruba is claiming everything they are claiming because of their media. The record was there. Igbos are the highest educated people in that country. The record is there. Go and Google it. So we know. Even in the trade, that's why we go to learn whatever we are doing, because we want to be the best in it. We don't just jump into something. We suffer, we learn, we grow it from the grassroots. That is who we are. But few that doesn't want to suffer, they think getting rich is cutting it everywhere you see. They are the ones that our sister is talking to.
Yes, so
we are proudly Biafrans. We are the children of light. We are the children of Chuku Okikobioma. Chuku Okikobioma is God, the creator. We are the children of the God, the creator, the God of the universe. This estate belongs to our Father. That's why we fear nobody. We give you your respect, but we know who we are. So, the fight for Biafra is a fight for that as darkness and light. That's why we keep saying this fight is human that we are seeing, but truly it is a fight between the darkness and the light. And that's why darkness can never win, no matter how they twist it, no matter how they say it, no matter how they come about it, they can never win. And when they fall in disgrace. And they will continue to fall in disgrace. The bad governance in Africa today was exported from Nigeria. The bad governance we are seeing in the continent of Africa rapidly today is from Nigeria. Africa, the bad thing that is going on in Africa is coming from the government of Nigeria. That is what they planted. Until African Union that are like them, they went there, they planted people like them. That is why you see every of their policy goes with free movement, general passport. Exactly what they are doing in Nigeria. Because when they help them to go there, they give them the agenda. That the agenda will be ringing like a bell in their head. Then their masters over abroad will be very happy to use them like the cowards they are. That is what is happening. Until Africa stand up, the ones that has realized themselves to destroy or disassociate themselves with Nigeria, nothing is going to work. We, the Biafrans, have been writing. It is a big shame that there is African Union, yet there is war everywhere in Africa. And when you rise up as a child of Africa that has gone out and see to say, let us come and build our continent. the same people that call themselves elders of Africa will rise against it and say no, without shame. They will write it in paper. They will send this like letter. There are something that you will do, you say, let me do so that tomorrow I can hide. They are not hiding. They are ready to send it. They are ready to write it. And you are their child. You are telling them the truth. They want to gun you down. That is what is happening. All these things is rooted from Nigeria. Like our sister said, the cartel of Britain. The cartel of Britain. But we, the Biafrans, we know who we are. And these people that are destroying everywhere, they also know who we are. So few of us that doesn't know who they are, this topic today is supposed to speak volume to you. Go and know who you are. Go and build yourself. Go and stand on the truth, because it's the only thing that can keep your tomorrow, is the truth. What is people going to talk about you when you finish? Which, unfortunately, we don't know how and when and how we are going to finish. What will your children hear about you when you are gone? Do we even think about that? My father said, live today like you will not see tomorrow. When you behave, when you communicate, when you deal with people, always remember there is tomorrow. Because tomorrow can never finish, the Igbo says. And and that is why our enemies can never, never, never kill all of us. Because we are the light, and will continue to shine that light. And they will continue to perish and go in disgrace in their own darkness. Thank you, my dear brothers and sisters. That's what I want to contribute.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. You have spoken well, and I believe that Biafrans are listening. There's another video that caught my attention. I want us to watch this video. Every one of us will pay attention to this video, and this one is a lesson to those Biafrans who are calling themselves one Nigeria. It's just a question of time. It will happen to you. Some of us don't learn. Just like we are saying, we don't learn. Some of us are waiting until when something happened to us directly before we will not learn our lesson. Just like we are saying today, talking about supporting Biafra under the United States of Biafra, making your own support, adding your own voice, adding your own finance, choose the party you're going to participate and participate. Some of us feel it doesn't concern us. When you hear about attack in Enugu, Enugu is not your place. It doesn't concern you. When you hear in Imo State, as far as you're not from Imo State, some of us in our platform, we can't even speak about the things that are happening. Don't even put the name Biafra. Talk about the atrocities of the Janjaweed in your place. Forget about the issue of Biafra. Maybe you don't want, okay, we agree. You don't want to mention it. Speak about what is happening in your area. You would. Your own problem is to fight against those who are fighting for that freedom. I want to play this video that caught my attention. This is a video about somebody, a Biafran in Liberia, who made his money, very popular man in Liberia, how this man sacrificed himself to save life and save other people in that country in order to promote the so-called One Nigeria, on behalf of One Nigeria. And when One Nigeria happened to him, today that man is begging. The man is helpless. I want us to, let us watch the program together. And then after then, each and every one of us will comment on that very video. Let us listen to the video.
He was Liberia's top Nigerian businessman. He owned 2 cargo ships. He ran multiple companies. He had over $89 million in assets. Some even called him the most powerful foreign investor in Monrovia. But then Charles Taylor happened. His fighters launched a rebellion. They turned Nigerians into targets. People were dragged from their homes. Some were tied up and set on fire. Others were accused of spying for Samuel Doe and never seen again. And Nigeria, silent. The government looked away. So Emmanuel stepped up. He used his 2 cargo ships to evacuate Nigerians. Over 1,000 people. He paid for everything himself. He was bribing fighters at checkpoints. He gave up his brand new Mercedes to free hostages. One man said he thought he was dead. He thought he was going to die until Emmanuel pulled him onto that ship. Docks were chaos. Mothers holding crying babies. Students with only school bags on their backs. He didn't just save them. He gave these people a future, a chance. When he tried to live with his own family, they had to bribe at every point. border by border. They were bribing until they caught a test flight from Cote d'Ivoire. Luckily, that plane took off. Boom! The airport was bombed right behind them. You think that after that, Nigeria would honor him, right? He's a hero, right? No, nothing. No compensation, no housing, no aid. Every government since Babangida has ignored him. And the money that he spent, gone. He lost his businesses, his factories, everything. His wife, Toby, she started losing sight. She begged to see a proper doctor, but they couldn't afford it. By the time help came, it was too late. She's now completely blind. Today, Emmanuel Chuku, he's still alive, but completely broke, living in Lagos, facing eviction. After 30 years of begging government for help, he's still getting nothing. This man could have run. He didn't have to save anybody. He could have saved only his family. But he didn't. He stayed. He saved at least 1,000 people. And Nigeria left him to suffer for it. Please, if this episode moves you, share it. Comment. Tag somebody maybe. Let's make sure that Emmanuel Chuku's name is not completely forgotten. Let's remember him, please. Because heroes like him, they don't come around every day. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like stories like this, please follow me. I tell them all the time.
This is the situation of Emmanuel Chuku, a one Nigerianist, a Biafran, but a one Nigerianist who tried to save Nigeria. In the course of saving Nigeria, lost every single thing he has. Today, he can't even have a house, a shelter over his head. He's begging. But he sacrificed, promoted Nigeria, fought for Nigeria, spent his resources. This man is a Biafran. But look at how he was introduced. I want you to pay attention to how he was introduced. It is about Nigeria. Everything he did was to promote one Nigeria, to put Nigeria in a very good light. But at the end of the day, today, look at how he ended. Listen to the situation of this. This is an Igbo Biafran, Emmanuel Chuku, a billionaire, but today a beggar in the name of saving one Nigeria. Look at how he was introduced.
He wasn't just rich. He was Liberia's top Nigerian businessman. He owned 2 cargo ships. He ran multiple companies. He had over $89 million in assets. Some even called him the most powerful foreign investor in Monrovia. But then Charles Taylor happened. His fighters launched a rebellion. They turned Nigerians into targets. People were dragged from their homes. Some were tied up and set on fire. Others were accused of spying for Samuel Doe and never seen again. And Nigeria, silent. The government looked away. So Emmanuel stepped up. He used his 2 cargo ships to evacuate Nigerians. Over 1,000 people. He paid for everything himself. He was bribing fighters at checkpoints. He gave up his brand new Mercedes to free hostages. One man said he thought he was dead. He thought he was going to die until Emmanuel pulled him onto that ship. Docks were chaos. Mothers holding crying babies. Students with only school bags on their backs. He didn't just save them. He gave these people a future, a chance. When he tried to live with his own family, they had to bribe at every point. Border by border, they were bribing until they caught a test flight from Cote d'Ivoire. Luckily, that plane took off. Boom! The airport was bombed right behind them. You think that after that, Nigeria would honor him, right? He's a hero, right? No, nothing. No compensation, no housing, no aid. Every government since Babangida has ignored him. And the money that he spent, gone. He lost his businesses, his factories, everything. His wife, Toby, she started losing sight. She begged to see a proper doctor, but they couldn't afford it. By the time help came, it was too late. She's now completely blind. Today, Emmanuel Chuku, he's still alive, but completely broke, living in Lagos, facing eviction. After 30 years of begging government for help, he's still getting nothing. This man could have run. He didn't have to save anybody. He could have saved only his family. But he didn't. He stayed. He saved at least 1,000 people. And Nigeria left him to suffer for it. Please, if this episode moves you, share it. Comment. Tag somebody maybe. Let's make sure that Emmanuel Chuku's name is not completely forgotten. Let's remember him, please. Because heroes like him, they don't come around every day. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this, please follow me. I tell them all the time.
Let me say something here. First, let me thank our sister. The person that brought this, I have watched this before. It's Chichi, I think her name. And she's doing a very great work. Very, very. It's like she's digging mostly our people that has done great things, but has been forgotten.
Yeah.
But the problem she has is that she has this mentality of one Nigeria. She is a one Nigerian. So if she introduce that person as a one Nigeria, we shouldn't be surprised. I do write to her, you are Igbo. You have to open your eyes and know exactly what is going on. But she, it comes from the parents also. She's in United States. Now, this our brother, for me, did a very good thing, which many Igbos are doing silently without making noise. And when they want to save, they're not asking you whether you are Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba. They save everybody that is human being that are under that umbrella of Nigeria.
Yes.
During this time that our brother did this thing, we all were one Nigerian that time. So I wouldn't blame him on that. We all were one Nigerian that time. But you know what? There is nothing good that any Igbo man would do or has done in that nation called Nigeria, or that sandwich British company called Nigeria, that they want the light to shine. That's why they are hell-bent on bringing bad news about Igbos, even when they are lying. It's very unfortunate, this our brother, that it ended like this. But thank God that the God he hoped and did that good work, which we, the Igbos, are known for, did not allow him and his family to die, but to escape. It's also very unfortunate that the wife has gone blind, and yet no help has come. These are the people, for my own opinion, I would want our government to look for when we finish the restoration of Biafra, because these are the true Biafran blood. It's unfortunate he's living in Lagos. Maybe that's where he invested all what he has. He has his house there. I don't know. In most cases, that is what happens. So anybody that is seeing this very video, and you are an Igbo, and we are saying our people go and invest home, you have to tell yourself the truth, because the truth is before us. And some people has lived that truth and lived the lie, and we are seeing the results. The change is for the people that is living, it's not for the dead, and it's for people that still have the opportunity to change. It's very unfortunate that our brother today is living the way he's living. I was pained when I came across the video. I was very, very pained. I just wish I can do something. I would have looked for where he is. I was pained, and I'm using this media to ask Biafrans that can help him to also render help, and at least allow him to live a little better before he will go, because he did a great work, and we are not expecting Nigeria to congratulate him. Rather, if not that he went down, if he still blows him, you will see them come after him. They have done it to many Biafrans. That is the thank you Nigeria will tell you. They will come after you to make sure that your business, they haunted our business, they're still haunting our business. They haunt our life. They haunt our name. They haunt our beauty. They haunt our handsomeness. They haunt everything about us. But they can never take away that blessing that God has put in us. They are all listening. The people doing this, they are all listening. That's why I tell the Yoruba people, if you know you are a good person and you are Yoruba and you are not like what we are saying, go and talk to your people. Say it in the public. Castigate them in the public. Tell them that it is wrong. It's very unfortunate that we have churches, mosques everywhere. Nobody wants to say the truth, because the problem we have is coming from them. They will first get them, and they become the new colonialists to dish out whatever they are told to be dished out, and back up that lies to see that the people bent down for it. So it's very, very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. He is suffering because he is a Biafran. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much, my sister, for that wonderful, wonderful contribution you have made. Everyone has seen the condition of that young man, and it is a lesson for all of us. In one of my programs, I made a program where I said that anytime anybody make any move to redeem Nigeria, it will always bring calamity, either to your family or to the people you are representing. More especially with the Biafrans. If you trace all the way from Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, every move they have made to secure Nigeria brought death to their people. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Agi Ironsi, our eternal leader, Tim Odumegwu, what do they call him? The other guy, what's that his name? Even our Sulamazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every time you give that opportunity for Nigeria, it will turn back to become evil. This thing we are seeing today is even happening to APC already, but he wouldn't notice it. He is still preaching one Nigeria. They are already attacking him. You saw what transpired during the time of xenophobia in South Africa. He was there in the forefront. And one of the things you have to know is that whenever there is a crisis across the world, one of the reasons Nigeria will never pay attention because they know that we are the majority. They know the Biafran people are the majority across the world. Whenever there is an international crisis, they will never pay attention. They will never pay attention. And when our own people move forward to do that in their name, in their so-called one Nigeria, there will never be any recognition or compensation. The only thing they will do is to look for a way to destroy it. They'll be wondering, so there is still a Biafran that can be able to afford this. There is still a Biafran that can be able to rise up and do something that globally people will recognize. They will do everything to make sure they destroy that very person. These things are the reasons why it is necessary that we go and have our own country. These are the reasons why the quest for Biafra is something that every one of us must pursue with everything in us. My fellow Biafrans, the only solution remains the independent state of Biafra, the United States of Biafra, which have been redeclared on the 29th of November 2024. We have to work as much as we can. No matter the obstacles, no matter the hindrances, no matter the temptations, the hinges here and there, we must be steadfast and work hard until it becomes fully restored. After saying this, I think we are going to be going on our closing remark to round up the program so that we can go to do some other things we have to do, because I have another program again to attend to, and we can come back later on or tomorrow in the evening. And now we go on our closing remark. As you are making the closing remark, you can speak on that very video that I just played while we end the program. So let us start from our brother Greg. Bro, Greg, are you there? My brother Greg, are you there? Your voice is not coming. Your network is still giving problem. Are you there, bro, Greg? I don't think he can be able to unmute. Since you can't be able to get on, let us hear from our beloved sister, Madam Origin. Go ahead and give us your submission on that video. Include your closing remark with it as we round up.
Yes, Mazis Choke Survivor, thank you so much for the opportunity. Yes, on the Mr. Emmanuel Chuku, a great job. That is who we are. We always live our lives. And since we found ourselves in that concoction, we take everyone along, but they don't take us along. When it comes to sharing the so-called national cake, they make sure they exempt us. When it comes to hard work, they look for us. And that one is over now. So all I can tell Mr. Emmanuel Chuku is there is hope. We are building our nation, and we are not going to build it like that's contraption. Few times we have discussed about Ndio Swimi here that are causing friction and are causing constituting nuisance, and that is what it is. You can't take it. It's what it is, constituting nuisance, and that is because you check a lot of them. A lot were born. How many of us were born outside the amalgamation? I don't think there is anybody that is alive that was born 1914. So every one of us were born inside the amalgamation. But a lot we are raised in the village where the culture and the values of who we are were inculcated. But some grew up in the cities where all they know, all they ever know about governance is the mechanic man that later became head of state and president, the uneducated, wicked military man that is ready to buy anybody. He does not have value for life because he never have value for his own life. And or the Maradona. And when you look at as it goes down, it becomes worse and worse. And today, they have snatch it, grab it, run away as fast as you can. When you guys get to a table, you share the loot. You wait again. You waylay people that are working hard. You waylay them, snatch it, grab it, you run away with it. You go and share the loot. And the cycle goes on. There is no, go and check. Go and check the caliber of people they are present. What is the difference between let me just mention them because they are there. We can't run away. What is the difference between Adajuarama and the Hope Uzodinma? When you weigh them, which one comes? What is the difference between the masked man and just mention them? And this is the system they have known all their lives. And they move with impunity. They curse people out. They say, okay, as much trash as you can talk, that is the license. Look at the man. There is this man, the masked man, that is behind a microphone, trashing and saying that the freedom fighters are evil. Freedom fighters are the one causing mayhem. And he's the person that is educating him is the professor that said that his children are criminals, that their wives rape themselves, that the churches, they burn themselves, the people are burning themselves, people go to sleep, they burn themselves. And how can you make out normal people from that kind of system? So we have work to do. There is work to do. And that work is to come and desensitize and tell those people that is not real life. Honestly, that is not real. Because this system has been made so real that you can hardly talk to anybody inside that contraption and tell them that they are in bondage. They speak in tongues, but they are in bondage. Pastors are in bondage. They talk. They even, in fact, if you bring God and you bring a Nigeria, the pastors in Nigeria will abandon God and take Nigeria. They will they have already abandoned God because whatever they are teaching the people is glossed with